I find probable cause, state.
Requesting a stay away order from the alleged victim and no less than the standard bond, which is $7,500.
I'll sign a stay away order. You are to have no contact with the alleged victim in this case, whose initials are AQ. Your bond will be $7,500.
Judge, would you consider pretrial services for Mr. Wiley? He did graduate from high school. He lives with his parents. He was supposed to start a job today at 3 o'clock, but I think he's going to miss his first day at work.
So, Judge, the defendant does have an open misdemeanor as well as juvenile history. If Your Honor is inclined to grant non-monetary release, the state's request would be house arrest with an alternate level 2, allowing him to go to work and school.
I will leave the bond as it is.
Okay.
Daniel Lopez Hernandez. Mr. Oh boy. And you're just hanging out.
Spanish interpreter?
Present.
Mr. Lopez Hernandez, you speak English?
Spanish.
No.
You're charged with retail theft.
Muy bien, señor Hernández, buenos días. Usted está enfrentando acusaciones de hurto en tiendas o ratería de tiendas
4 different times.
4 veces diferentes.
July 16th, $859.
16 de julio, $859.
July 22nd, $270.
22 de julio, $270.
July 23rd, $491.
23 de julio, $491.
July 25th, $870.
25 de julio, $870.
For a total of $2,490.
Para un total de unos $2,490.
You are to stay away from the Target store.
Señor, ¿usted se le ordena estar alejado de la tienda Target, esa tienda Target?
State, what's your recommended bond?
So, Judge,
Fiscalía, ¿cuál es su fianza recomendada?
he's definitely undercharged. He was only charged with 1 count. Would Your Honor set a $10,000 bond on that 1 count?
Su señoría, definitivamente él ha sido acusado mínimamente, entonces está enfrentando solamente un cargo. ¿Usted podría, por favor, poner $10,000 de fianza en ese único cargo?
Correction, does he have an immigration hold?
He does.
Pregunta. I'm sorry, correction for the interpreter. You said yes, he does.
Yes, that's correct. Immigration hold.
Después de preguntar la defensa, correccionales corrobora de que usted tiene retención por parte de las autoridades migratorias.
Judge, I would ask for standard bond, $7,500.
La
Well-
defensa pide la fianza preestablecida de $7,500.
The bond will be $10,000. Good luck to you, sir.
La fianza será de $10,000. Buena suerte, señor.
David Francis.
That's a bond out.
Judge, who did you call next?
Well, I called David Francis, but he's bonded out.
Okay.
Delva Pelota.
Mr. Delver has the immigration hold, Judge.
Mr. Pelota,
We need a Creole interpreter. We're
Mr.
gonna have
Cre-
to pass him. If the interpreter can reach out to,
okay, hold on a second. Can
we
I?
need to pass him for a
Yes, ma'am. Can you please ask him to go next to you? Mr. Delba,
Yes,
do you speak English?
I speak. I speak a little bit.
Yes, but do you speak English?
Yes.
I'll pass it to 2 p.m.
Judge, we have a large afternoon calendar, 10 pages so far without including the resets.
Or you want me to pass it to?
Until we can
Tomorrow?
get, no, until we can get a Creole interpreter, if we can just pass him for.
No, yeah, let's pass it temporarily.
Perfect. Okay, thank you.
Ismail Dufus,
Judge, she's on probation, F 23 11830. Out on probation.
you're charged with domestic battery, strangulation, and aggravated battery. I find probable cause. State, what's your recommendation?
Standard bond, which is 5,000 count one, 7,500 count two with the stay away order.
Judge, I would ask if you would consider finding no probable cause, according to Mr. Dufus, when he spoke to the police, he indicated the alleged victim charged at him with a knife, and then he defended himself. That's on page 2.
I'm sure that the jury would be wanting to hear that, man, but for purposes of probable cause, I find probable cause. I also order to have no contact with the marriage spectacle. Next will be Anthony Martinez.
So Judge, are you setting the bond?
Oh, yes, I already did. I thought I
Judge, we
did.
didn't hear you say it out loud. You asked the state for their recommendation.
I'm sorry, 5,000 and 7,500.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
Are you placing a hold?
Excuse?
Yes, there's a whole.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm placing a hold for what?
He's on probation, so this violated his probation.
Oh, so I'm being asked to place a hold for a violation of probation affidavit to be filed.
Yes.
I'll place a hold for that violation of probation to be filed. Now what? I understood that he was on probation and that we're gonna file the violation of probation. I didn't understand that I was being asked to detain him until such time.
Division, and then they file the affidavit in court.
There you go. Anthony Martinez,
The bond out,
who's the person next to you, ma'am?
person next to me, he's the one.
Carlos Canete. Okay, so Martinez has bonded out.
And I.
Mr. Canete, you're before the court, having been arrested for possession of a controlled substance, possession with intent to use, paraphernalia, and then there's a Marshman Act.
Square, you want to agree to $1 each count and then he can post that and do the Marshman Act.
That's fine.
I was thinking.
So just there's a PC issue because I don't think it specifically says crystal meth in the narrative.
Yeah, there's a PC issue as to number 1.
Right. So Ms. Corey is going to stipulate to probable cause. We'll agree to $1 bond each count. After you post those bonds, then I guess they would transfer him to the Marchman Act.
Right, I'll waive PC argument for count 1. $1 each is fine, and then once he posts, then he'll have the Marchman Act hold.
Good luck to you, sir. I'll set the bonds at $1 on counts 1 and 2. 3 is there's no charge. That's a civil.
Right.
What is a charge?
But I don't think,
That's not a criminal charge.
no.
No, it's a hold.
So what happens with Marshman Act, if somebody files the case, files the civil case for Marshman, I don't know why they added it to the calendar, you know,
There is a case number already for the mental health court, Judge.
the civil judge or the mental
The
health.
civil case, yes.
Okay. Well, then he'll go over there, they'll file it and he'll get evaluated and they'll follow up. Rogelio Roche Perez, 8.
Spanish? Espanol, please.
Present.
Mr.
And
Perez,
Your
you're
Honor, I'm sorry, Your Honor, by the way, just to let you know that the Creole interpreter is also with us in Zoom, has to be
Oh.
promoted.
Thank you. Señor Roche Pérez, por favor, párate al lado de la abogada.
¿Les puedo explicar lo que pasó?
No,
Could I explain to you what happened?
I don't want to hear what happened
No, no quiero escuchar lo que pasó, señor.
because you have the right to remain silent. Your lawyer doesn't want you to discuss your case with anybody, especially me.
Porque usted tiene derecho a permanecer en silencio y su abogada que está junto a usted no quisiera ni quiere que usted hable del caso con nadie, especialmente conmigo.
You're charged with failing to register as a sexual offender.
Usted está siendo acusado de no haberse registrado como agresor de índole sexual.
I find there's probable cause for the charge.
Determino que existe motivo fundado para esta acusación.
State, what is your recommended bond?
Fiscalía, fianza recomendada.
Standard
La
20.
preestablecida de 2,500.
I'll set the bond at 2,500. Good luck to you.
Establezco la fianza en 2,500. Buena suerte, señor. Tenga buen día.
Is a Creole interpreter available, please?
I'm going to promote.
She has to be promoted.
She didn't accept the promotion yet.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Wilson. Mr. Pelota, please.
Okay, Madam Interpreter, please raise your right hand to be sworn in. Do you swear that you will interpret from English to Creole, Creole to English to the best of your ability, and that you have such ability if so standard?
I do, Carol Wilson, court certified interpreter.
Mr. Delva, you are charged with kidnapping and sexual battery on a child over 12 years of age.
Monsieur Delva, yo accusé ko kidnappé et que ou sexuellement attaqué un petit monde qui gen moins que 12 ans.
I find probable cause for the
Moi,
charges.
moi, jwen que gen bon jan raison pour accusation yo.
Judge, I would ask that you find probable cause for false imprisonment at best for count 1.
Juge m'ta pensé que faut ta jwen bon jan raison que yo été emprisonné avec et mal emprisonné que te mette mal en prison. Que c'est pas de ça pour première accusation.
So she was confined to the room in order to facilitate him committing the felony. I think that there is probable cause.
Puisque l te femelle nan chambre nan pou l te ka commettre un gros crime, moi jwen que gen assez raison pour ça.
It was not only that he did not go into her room and commit the sexual battery. He went into her room and forced her to take her to his room. Therefore, there was more than false imprisonment because there was actually, she was taken to another part. So that suffices for probable cause for kidnapping.
Comme c'est pas dans chambre li que le fait rien, là, il cherche dans chambre li. Li force le pour aller dans chambre pal. Donc, c'est pas que le te mal mette dans prison, non, ou bien que le te kembel. C'est que le te kidnappé, le saute dans une chambre, aller dans l'autre, pour te forcer le faire acte sexuel avec lui.
There's a motion for pretrial detention.
Gon motion pour que yo kembel dans prison avant l'aller dans jugement.
Which I will grant. I would also grant a no contact order
Que m'a accordé li, m'a pas accordé le tout, l'autre campé loin.
as to sexual battery. What is the recommended bond that you have, Counsel for the State?
It should
Parce
be
que-
no bond on both counts.
Parce que te sexuellement agressé ti moun nan. Qui caution ko ou ta remen avocat l'État dit pas gen caution dans cas ça.
I will detain him with no bond on both cases, granted the state's motion for pretrial
Ou
detention.
rete dans prison à cause de deux accusations ça yo accordé avocat l'État motion que le te gagné pour jugement pour préjugement.
Judge, he also has the immigration hold as well.
Et
Great,
juge
thank you, ma'am.
immigration ap kembel tout, juge la dit merci madame.
Corrections, do we have any other inmates that would require a Creole interpreter?
Not at this moment, Judge.
All right, Ms. Wilson, thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
Page 8, Christopher Simon. Madam Clerk, or rather, Madam State,
Yes, yes, sir. All right,
be-
so
I
the
believe-
battery looks like mutual combat. The escape, I see, tried to get through the broken window. Your Honor can reduce the bonds as such.
I was gonna say the escape is an attempted escape.
Right, well, I think the escape statute also encompasses the attempts, but he didn't get far.
So what is your recommended bond then?
Maybe 2,500 count one, 150 count two, $1 count three, and 150 count four.
Sounds reasonable, 2,500, 150, $1, 150, and a no contact order.
Judge, there's two counts of resisting without violence.
We could do
Uh,
$1 on the last count.
Do what, man?
$1 on the last count.
So,
So that would be count.
thank you, counsel, for defense. $1 on the last count.
Judge, Mr. Simon cannot afford a bond. He was just caring for his aunt for the last few years and she just recently passed. So currently he's unemployed. He does have another place he could stay that wouldn't be with his brother, so that wouldn't be an issue. He's lived here in the community all of his life. I would ask if your honor would consider ordering him into pretrial services.
The state's objecting with the escape charge, maybe house arrest rather than pretrial.
I think what you, counsel should do is, verify those, matters and bring it up, to the judge before whom he will be, appearing on these charges if they indeed file felony charges.
Then would you consider house arrest as an alternate, Judge?
If you cannot afford to the bond,
House arrest-
how's
house
he
arrest
gonna,
is free. House arrest is free. There's no
Oh.
charge for house arrest.
and he'll be living with his brother?
No, he'll have a different place to stay. I'm assuming you're gonna give him a stay away order from his brother. He'll find a different home, not with his brother to stay. And house arrest would have to confirm that the brother's not or whatever location. They have to do that. They have to go through two references to make sure that he's lived here in the community for the needed time and that he's not with the alleged victim.
State,
Up to you, Judge. She doesn't have an extensive criminal history.
right, the bonds that I have said would be alternate bonds. I will place him on house arrest.
What level of house right now? It's 1, 2, and 3. 1 being the most restrictive, 3 being the least restrictive.
I don't even know.
Number 3.
Yes.
That's level 3. All right, so you're gonna get out for free.
These are
So
all-
it's house arrest.
Oh, those are the bonds that are said,
That's
alternate
roaming.
bonds.
It's an ankle monitor and you can roam. You can't
Ms.
be.
Corey, we can hear you. Not that you're saying much, but
Jordan Prats Piloto,
Judge, did you give him a stay away order or no?
yes.
I don't think we heard it, Judge.
Yeah, I said I signed a stay away order. Did I not sign a stay away order?
but if you want to tell him to stay away from his brother.
You still want to stay away from them.
I said that prohibited from having any direct or indirect contact with Cal Anthony Bernard. Is that his brother?
Yes,
Yeah.
Judge.
So that's what I've signed.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Judge, Mr. Press Piloto is out on felony bond on 2 cases, F-25, 11285, F-25, 11277.
Okay, are you telling me that he's not there for me to call him?
No, he's there,
Oh,
just that he also has this.
okay, because I don't see him. That's why I asked.
All right, let's talk about that. This was a hearing full of twists, interpreters, ankle monitors, and plenty of paperwork flying across the Zoom screen. Judge Marty kept the docket moving, even with language barriers, shifting recommendations, and a few curveballs tossed in along the way. First up, you could tell Judge Marty has seen it. All his tone was steady, occasionally firm, but never overbearing. He navigated everything from translation delays to bond discussions with measured patience, even pausing to make sure a Creo interpreter got promoted properly on Zoom. Now that's modern court logistics for you. Among the many appearances, one standout was Christopher Simon. The discussion around his attempted escape through a broken window no less added some courtroom color. The state argued it still qualified as an escape under statute. And while he didn't get far, the judge ultimately set modest bond amounts and offered house arrest as an alternative. And not just any house arrest, level 3, which means a bit of freedom within strict boundaries. The discussion around where Mr. Simon could stay, whether it would be away from his brother, and how many references he had in the community showed the court's attempt to balance compassion with caution. Throughout it, Judge Marty demonstrated flexibility and a practical sense of what pre-trial release can look like when financial means are limited. The defense made a fair pitch for Simon's background, recently unemployed. Taking care of a relative, no extensive recordant, the judge acknowledged it, even if the prosecution preferred a stricter path. It wasn't about grand theatrics. A court trying to get to the right call in a busy day of bond reviews. That hearing had a little bit of everything. Interpreters in multiple languages, defendants joining from all sorts of situations, and a judge who stayed calm while steering a very full docket with no shortage of nuance. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one,